with the shot. That went off the pads of Brady over to Brown on the near side. Smith now with the puck. Over to Clackering. Clackering dumps that one down along the boards. Sherritt with the puck, looking for somebody in front of the net. Brown now with the puck. Down to Sherritt. Sherritt back to Brown. Brown over to Clackering. Clackering fires the shot. Wide right. Smith now with the puck. Over to Brady. Brady from the corner. That one off the skate of the Lipscomb defender. Brown down to Brady. Brady over to Clackering. Smith and Clackering passing it back and forth. Clackering fires the shot. That one high. Brady fires the shot once again. Smith now with the puck as the Flames continue to fire shot after shot like we saw yesterday. Shot there by Smith. Going to be a glove save by Brady. And Adam, this Liberty team knows how to honestly just continue to fire away at the goalie. We saw it yesterday. They continue to do it well here early in this one.
Yeah, they do. This is a team with a lot of talent. Coach Rhett McGibbon really talked about it, said this is potentially the best recruiting class in the team history. Take a look here at the nice shot. Potentially, if you get a stick on there by Sherritt, you're looking at a goal. But this is a team that's deep. They've got a lot of nice players, a lot of players that may move up in the ranks in the years to come, but for right now, Rhett's got him at a young age, you know, as college freshman, and there's some veterans on this team as well, but he really likes his side, and if they keep their head on straight, I think they've got a lot of potential.
And definitely going to be a fun team to watch throughout the year. As you mentioned, very young team. 10 of the 29 players on this team are freshmen, and those freshmen have made an impact early in this season, hoping the Flames get off to a nice 4-1 start on the season. Thomas Kazmierzak now with the puck. Over to Keegan Spores. Spores with his first goal of the season yesterday. Looking to capitalize on that here today. McDaniel up the ice to Moore. That one going to be intercepted by the Lipscomb defender. Kazmierzak chases that one along the boards. Resetting here for the Flames. Spores now with the puck. Tries to find Barless down on the other end. Barless fires a shot off the pads of Brady. And Lipscomb will control the puck here, trying to get the puck into the Liberty zone. Foley controlling the puck here for the Flames. Foley will go down. Lipscomb able to get off the shot. That one wide right. Great open ice hit there by Jacob Bowers of the Flames.
We're going to get a penalty here coming against Liberty.
And we're going to get a stoppage there. Looks like it will be the first penalty of the evening for either team. Jacob Bowers heading to the box for the Flames. Will give the Bisons a 5-on-4 opportunity here. I know this could be the spark, Adam, that the Bisons need to start this game. On the power play, obviously going to have an extra man out there. Could get a goal early in this one and give them some confidence going forward.
Well, and it forces the Flames to play with two defensemen, something that they haven't done a lot of all season. They like to play with just one out there and four forwards to kind of have that torpedo system that head coach Rhett McGibbon likes to call it. And they're going to have to use two on this one and hope for the best. Lipscomb
now bringing the puck into Liberty zone. Going to try to wrap around the net here, find someone in front of the net. Pierce with the save, but that one's going to deflect off of Pierce and will give the Bisons their first goal of the game. Deflection off of Pierce, and that one went into the back of the net. Lipscomb leads this game 1-0, as you're going to get a replay here of what exactly transpired as you see the shot there, and that one just unable to be grabbed up there by Evans Pierce, as that's going to be Tyler Callahan on the goal for Lipscomb, as that'll be his third goal of the season to get the Bisons on the board first.
Like I said, you take the look at the penalty, and not a great one for the Flames, and then You're unable to recover from it. You have to be in a different system. You're out there with the 2 forwards and the 2 defensemen, and you don't know how to play in that because you haven't been playing in that. Obviously, that's conventional hockey, but you know, if your team is playing one way, then you have to make an adjustment and get out of your element, get out of where you're comfortable, then you're going to need to be paid for it. And 5-on-4 opportunity, Lipscomb's proven they can take advantage of it.
And Lipscomb certainly did capitalize on the power play with Liberty out of their comfort zone, and that could be the fire that this Bison's team needs to get going here against the Flames as they lead early 1-0 in this one. Puck up to Kyle Jasmine as going to get a stoppage of play here with 14:46 left in the first period. Bison's lead 1-0. Did not lead at all during the game yesterday. Obviously only put 2 goals in the back of the net. 13-2 was the final. Cade McDaniel on the faceoff for the Flames. Bison's controlling the puck through the neutral zone. Going to try to dump that one down along the boards. Kazmierzak trying to clear the puck out for the Flames. We'll get that one up to Moore. Moore to McDaniels. That one goes down to the Bison zone. Moore fires the shot. That one off the pads of Brady. McDaniel with the puck. Back to Spores. Spores lobs that one in. And Brady going to cover that one up for another save, as Brady obviously had a tough night out last night. Gave up 13 goals, looking for the rebound effort here tonight. And a lot of that's mental, Adam. You know, after giving up so many goals, it's tough mentally to come into a game where you know you gave up that many. But what has he got to do out there tonight just to stay in the game?
Well, he's got to have that pitcher mindset that a lot of baseball players have, that amnesia. When a quarterback throws an interception, you've got to forget about it. You have to put it past you. That's the same mindset that a goalie has to have. They have to have that amnesia. Can't be thinking about what happened yesterday. As I said, it was 0-0 coming into this game. It wasn't 13-2. You know, and obviously his team now is playing with a lead. That's a whole different ball game, and you got to completely just put it past you and focus on today.
And hopefully that's exactly what Brady can do down there between the pipes for the Bisons, as he'll look to continue the good play. Shot by Foley, that one off the pads of Brady, as it'll go back to the Brady for the Flames. Kazmierzak over to Brady. And that going to be another save there for Dylan Brady of the Bisons. We're going to see a line change here for the Flames. 1-0 your score here in the first period. 13:23 left in the first.
Just to clear up any confusion, Dylan Brady is the goalie for Lipscomb. There is a James Brady and a Dylan Brown on the Flames. So if you're hearing us call a bunch of the same last name and first name, that is why. A little bit tricky up here for us today.
Yeah, a lot of the same last name there on both teams. Causes for a lot of confusion. That shot by Clackering going to be high. Bowers now with the puck. Back to Monticelli as he's going to lose it and have to skate it down into the Flames' own end. Monticelli over to Smith. Lipscomb picks that one up. Fires the shot. That one deflected. Monticelli now with the puck. Over to Clackering as try to pressure the Lipscomb defender. Bowers now trying to dump that one into the zone. Barless almost there to get it. Smith now with the puck. Smith fires the shot. That one off the chest of Brady. Barless back to Monticelli as he loses it. And Lipscomb will reset with 12:25 left here in the first period. Lipscomb past the red line, dumps that one down along the boards. Nice hit there by Monticelli. Lipscomb fires the shot. Lipscomb with a lot more offensive opportunities today, getting a lot more shots on net, as that certainly has been seen on the scoreboard as they lead the Flames 1-0. Nickel tries to find the cutting Kyle Yasmin, unable to.
Probably should have taken it himself there. Had the opportunity. Probably would have had to put it in with his backhand, but instead you lose the puck and you turn it over, and now Lipscomb comes racing on the offensive side.
And those are the kind of the opportunities the Flames will need to capitalize. They're going to get back into this game, trailing the Bisons 1-0 here in the first period. Pierce going to tip that one over to McDaniel. McDaniel now bringing the puck through the neutral zone. Makes a nice move on the Lipscomb defender. And Spores unable to knock that one in. Spores dumps that one down past the red line. Moore now with the puck for the Flames. Moore cutting through the neutral zone. Moore fires the shot, deflected off of Brady, and he's going to cover that one up. Spores tried to be there to knock it in, unable to as Brady falls on that one.
Yeah, and you have to like a player like Cade McDaniel, as you see there, kind of setting it up. He's not only a scorer with 8 goals, but he's also an assist man. Could work there from Moore with the shot, but really probably should have had a better look at it there, and just instead kind of just throws it up into the goalie's chest.
McDaniel now with the puck. Loses that one to the Lipscomb defender. And Lipscomb trying to work the puck up, unable to as McDaniel steals that one. Spores now with the puck for the Flames. Lipscomb with an opportunity here on the offensive end. Big open ice hit there by Dylan Brown. Brown now with the puck for the Flames. Whips that one down along the boards to Moore. Moore up to Graham. Graham lobs that one down along the boards as we're going to see a quick line change here for the Flames. Sherritt chasing. And icing is going to be the call here with 9:59 left in the first period. Surprisingly, the Bisons ahead in this one, rebounding after the loss last night. They're showing that the 13-2 loss didn't mean anything to them as rebounding nicely here this evening. Face-off won by the Flames. Shot by the Bisons off the pads of Pierce. Foley now with the puck. Sherritt now with the puck on the far side. Chisholm with Brady on his left. Gives it to Brady. Brady fires the shot. And Dylan Brady of the Bison's going to fall on that one. After the shot by James Brady of the Flames.
Big fan of Brady's game. 8 goals, 9 assists last season. The top returning defenseman for the Flames. Taking another look there. He can shoot. No doubt about that. He's known for his defensive work in the back, but he can put pucks in the back of the net, and he's very solid for the Flames on that top line most nights.
And Brady, one of the few seniors on this team.
Get icing there.
And with the icing, 9:20 left here in the first period. Bison's ahead 1-0. Flames unable to capitalize on their opportunities in the Bison zone. We'll look to change that here as Andrew Barless going to be on the face-off here for the Flames. Face-off won by the Flames. Clackering with the puck. Clackering firing the shot. That one wide left. Bowers with the puck along the boards. He's chasing. Hit there by Barless along the boards. As Lipscomb's going to try to clear that. Monticelli now chasing. Down into the Flame zone. Monticelli trying to find Barless. Barless trying to find somebody open in front of the net. He's cutting. Clackering knocks that one in for the Flames to even this game up 1-1 now with 8:42 left in the first period.
You gotta love to see the big man charging out in front of the net. Clackering swoops in, picks up the garbage, and they tie it back up. You look for that in your veteran presence. Jonathan Clackering, the leading returning scorer and assistman, finds home. We'll take another look at the replay. Just good work there from Jonathan Clackering.
And Clackering with his 5th goal on the season, as he was able to put that one in the back of the net with no problems for the Flames to even this game back up at 1 with 8:35 left here in the first period. McDaniel now with the puck into the Bison zone. McDaniel trying to skate along, gets tripped as the Bison will get the puck and clear. Spores loses it, gives it over to Jasmine. Jasmine back to Dylan Brown. McDaniel with the puck. Finds Jasmine. Jasmine fires the shot. And what a shot by Kyle Jasmine. Able to put that one in for the 2nd goal of the evening for the Flames.
Great work there from Jasmine. You love the handles this kid has, and he tucks it home in the back of the net. Liberty showing that scoring prowess. As I said, I think they were kind of caught sleeping a little bit early, kind of resting on their laurels. That goal was a good wake-up call for them. They've doubled their total here early.
And we saw it yesterday against this Bison's team. It's almost like once the Flames scored for the first time in the period, we just saw a barrage of goals come from them throughout the rest of the game. As Kyle Jasmine was our who's hot coming into the game and keeps it going here with the goal here in the first period. Brown now chasing the puck here for the Flames. He's going to give it over to Jasmine. Jasmine along the boards here on the near side. Spores up to Moore, excuse me. Moore trying to find McDaniels in front of the net. Moore fires the shot, and that's going to be a save by Brady. So just like that, the Bison go from leading this game 1-0 to trailing 2-1 in just a matter of seconds, and that's exactly what this Flames offense could do to you.
Take a look here at some of the goals we've seen. See the nice work there from Jasmine, just finding the top net. Walks in all alone. You got to step up there if you're Lipscomb and put a stick on that or get a body in front of it or something.
And Lipscomb flicks the puck down here into the Liberty zone. Monticelli to Chisholm. Chisholm tries to find the cutting Moore, as that one's going to be intercepted by Lipscomb as they dump it down here along the boards. Monticelli to Chisholm.
I think Chisholm's going to be one of these guys that's going to really show up in the second semester. He's already got 2 goals. He's got 3 assists as well. Not someone that's going to cost you by going into the box too much. Player that Rhett McGibbon really likes and can kind of fashion him as the year goes along into, fine-tuning the things that he needs to fine-tune. But they really like this kid.
And talked to Coach McGibbon earlier in the week, and he said that's one of the players he's been most impressed with early in this season. And he's certainly shown that out on the ice. Moore now with the puck. Moore fires a shot. That one wide right. Chisholm there to recollect the puck for the Flames as he's going to lose it to the 2 Bisons. Monticelli over to Moore. Moore finds Foley. Foley up the ice to Chisholm, unable to hold on to it. As the Bisons into the Flames zone. No icing called on that one. As Graham now with the puck here for the Flames. Tries to find Sherritt, unable to. Chisholm up to Sherritt. And we're going to get a stoppage of play here. Offsides is the call. 2-1 your score here with 5:42 left in the first period here at the LaHaye Ice Center. Face-off won by the Bisons, but Liberty controls. Kazmierzak with the puck. Takes a hit from the Lipscomb forward. Able to hold on to it, though. Down to Clackering along the boards. Clackering loses possession. Out in front of the net. And Brandon Smith will go chasing here for the Flames. That one over to the far side to Kazmierzak, who lets it go by to Sherritt. Sherritt over to Brady. Brady fires the shot wide right. Brady regains control. That's going to go Kazmarjak. Kazmarjak fires the puck. Nice pad save there by Brady. As Clackering will regain control for the Flames. Loses that one in the neutral zone. We're going to get another stoppage of play here with 4:45 left in the first period. Another offsides called on the Lipscomb Bisons as they trail the Flames 2-1. Line change here for both teams. McDaniels won the face-off there for the Flames, but lost it immediately to the Bisons. Brown tries to find McDaniels on the near side. McDaniels takes a big hit along the boards as Bauer's going to try 2 attempts there, unable to get that one to fall. Brown now with the shot. Lots of traffic in front of the net for the Flames. Bauer's back to Spore. Spore fires the shot, and that's going to be a save there by Brady. We're going to have a little bit of commotion there in front of the net as Barless, a little too close for comfort there for the Bisons to the goalie. But you're always going to see the players be protective. And it looks like Bowers there got skate caught up there with the ref.
Actually, he got it caught with the stick of one of the Bisons.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of pushing and shoving going on between these two teams. Liberty probably saying, hey, remember that 13-2 we put on you yesterday? We're trying to do that again. And Bison, they're hanging on. They're saying, not so fast, my friend. We'll see how this one plays out. It's a new game. Just a goal down.
And the Bison certainly looking a lot better here this game. Shot by Spores off the pads of Brady. Over to McDaniel on the near side. Over to Brown. Shot deflected off the Bison stick. Nickel here with the puck for the Flames. Back to Brown. Brown dumps that one to McDaniel. McDaniel, a magician with the puck there in open ice. That one dumped down along the boards. Nickel takes the hit, trying to do something with the puck. Spore's going to dump that to Jasmine. And that almost turned out very bad there for the Bisons.
Yeah, very lackadaisical from the Bison. It's kind of a little pass back and forth. I think Brady thought he was going to clear it. The defenseman was, and instead the defenseman wanted them to fall on it and just take the face off. A little bit of miscue there. Doesn't end up costing him. We'll have to look out for that the rest of the game.
And those are the kind of plays you cannot make against this Flames team. We're going to get a quick look at what happened there as they almost knocked that one back into the net. 3:27 left in this first period. Flames lead the Bisons 2-1. We're going to get a face-off here. Bisons control out of the face-off. Bowers over to the far side. And Foley will control the puck down to Chisholm. Chisholm unable to get it past the red line. Bison's now with the puck. Fire the shot. Nice stick save there by Pierce. Bowers now bringing the puck into the Bison zone. Bowers puts that one in front of the net, but Brady will fall on it and not allow his third goal of the evening. Quick change here for the Flames as they'll get ready for the face-off. Definitely a much improved Bisons team from last night, as we're going to see the shot there. Almost a follow-up by Barless, but unable to get there in time as Brady fell on that one with no problem. Foley now with the puck in the neutral zone. Dumps that one down along the boards. And Brady almost loses that one there for Lipscomb. That one almost another miscue by the Bisons. Monticelli now chasing for the Flames. And as I was saying, much improved Bisons team here. Almost an overnight transition for this team as they were down 4-5-0 at this point yesterday in the game. Hanging in this one here in the first period. Chisholm going to dump that back to Monticelli. Monticelli up to Graham. Graham got rid of that one. Now the Lipscomb defender with the puck. Lipscomb chasing here. Monticelli able to beat him to it. Moore now with the puck for the Flames. Moore making the behind the back pass over to Monticelli. Monticelli to Graham. Graham up to Foley, trying to do something. Foley takes a massive hit there along the boards. Monticelli fires the shot. That one a pad save by Brady. Clackering loses the puck. As Monticelli will regain control to Clackering. Clackering makes a nice move around the Lipscomb player. Big hit there along the ice with Sherritt. Smith back to Brady, to Brown. Clackering with the puck, going into the Bison zone. Clackering fires a shot, that one high. Smith there to get the rebound. Smith fires the shot, lots of traffic in front of the net. Clackering fires a shot wide left. Brady with the puck for the Flames. Sherritt tries to get it to Smith, unable to. Clackering now with the puck, as we're going to get a stoppage of play here with 35 seconds left in the first period. Your score here with 35 seconds left in the first period. McDaniels loses the face-off for the Flames. Bison's trying to get the puck into the Flame zone. Spores over to Brown. Brown down along the boards here on the near side. Loses it. And Jasmine will regain control for the Flames. Jasmine loses control, but McDaniels loses that one, as it's going to go back here to Pierce. He'll pass it over to Spores. Spores with a nice move to get past the defender, and that will do it here in the first period. Flames looked a little shaky from the start, but able to put 2 goals in the back of the net very quickly. Overall, decent period there by the Flames.
Yeah, I'd like to see what they can do in the second period. The ice seemed to be acting up a little bit in that one. A couple players falling, a lot of miscues, but I think in general, the second period will be much better for the Flames. You saw what they can do once they had that wake-up call from Lipscomb. They came out, played better, were the better team in that second part of the first period, and I expect more of the same going forward.
And as we mentioned, 3 combined goals in that first period, as Tyler Callahan was the first to score for the Bisons. Then Jonathan Clackering and Kyle Jasmine put 2 in the back of the net for the Flames. You add all that up, and it equals a 2-1 lead for the Flames. After that exciting first period, plenty of more hockey to come your way. 2-1 after 1, as we've got 2 periods to go here after this quick short break here on LFSN. And welcome back here to the LaHaye Ice Center. After 1 period, the Liberty Flames are beating the Lipscomb Bison 2-1 as we get ready here for the start of the second period. Adam, what are you thinking coming out of, with both teams getting ready to come out of the locker room here going into the second period?
Well, from Lipscomb, I'm not thrilled, but I'm certainly feeling better about myself than compared to what I did yesterday. As for Liberty, you have the lead, but I don't think you're satisfied with that either. I think you'd like to see You see here a lot more of what you saw in the later parts of the first period. You had a more aggressive team, a team that was doing better on the defensive side. You see the defensive lapse there, which led to the goal. And I felt like your forwards played a lot better. You had more of a presence in front of the net. You had a couple opportunities with some odd man rushes. And, of course, you had the big man, Jonathan Clackering, taking care of business for the first goal. So, in general, I think you have to feel really good about it if you're the Flames, but you'd like to see them step up and play even better in this second period.
Yeah, and I think one thing you've got to be a little scared of if you're the Bisons is just the fact of how consistent this Liberty team is throughout all 3 periods. Last night in the game, scored 4 or 5 in the first period, 3 or 4 in the second, and then they put 6 or 7 in the back of the net in the third period. This is a team that doesn't let up as the game goes on, and that's definitely a good sign for the Flames going forward.
Yeah, and you know, whether it's they're behind or ahead, this team is, the Flames have shown the ability to score goals no matter what position they're in. You know, trailing early, they could have easily gone to their shell and start to panic and get away from the strategy, from the game plan that I'm sure they've employed against Lipscomb, but they stuck with it. They continue to stay within their system, and you don't change what works. If you're scoring goals, you have a winning record like the Flames do, then you continue to push those buttons and you see what happens, and until something tells you otherwise, then you just stick with it.
And that's what the Flames will try to do here in the second period, as we see a scoring summary there for the first period. Obviously, Kyle Yasmin and Clackering, the 2 scorers for the Flames. Tyler Callahan, the lone scorer for the Lipscomb Bison there in that first period. As both teams coming out of the locker rooms and getting ready to get things underway here in the second period.
I like the way Cade McDaniel played in that first period. I don't necessarily, he didn't score, he didn't get on the board, but I thought he was definitely the player that was active and setting guys up. And he may not get a goal in this period, but I think he'll certainly show up on the score sheet in some sort of fashion. He's been the leading goal scorer for the Flames here thus far, and I think Rhett McGibbon knows he can count on him in big situations. And look for him to be extremely active as well. And I think relatively speaking, Lipscomb played a very clean first period, and if this score continues to go up, there'll be more penalties that will accrue against them, and Liberty needs to take advantage of those.
And you mentioned McDaniel there. A goal from him is something we've almost grown to expect throughout these games, as McDaniel scored in every single game this season, and he's at least had 2 points in every game. So he's one of those guys that's going to show up on the score sheet. Obviously, no goals or assists yet in this one, but still plenty of hockey to play and plenty of time for him to make his mark on this game.
Well, and a lot of people forget Cade McDaniel was not a top scorer on this team last season. That was the 2 guys that are returning that have scored today, Jonathan Clackering and Kyle Jasmine. Those are your 2 top guys that were in your top 5 last year in scoring. You lose the other 3 to graduation and moving up and down on the Division II side in Division I. But you look at this team, you look at what they have been able to accomplish as being so young, but it's early in the season, and I think they're expecting more from themselves. The goal for them is Nationals, and if you want to get the Nationals, you need to make statement wins like they made yesterday. You need to follow that up with a solid performance today. And
those are the kind of wins they're going to look for as the season wears on. Already 4 wins in this young season as this team continues to gel. Face-off 1 there for the start of the period by the Bisons. That one going to be high. As Clackering with the puck here for the Flames. Clackering down into the Bison zone, trying to get off the defender there. As Bisons intercept the pass. They have numbers coming on the other end. And offside's going to be the call, as we'll get our first stoppage here in the second period. Only 31 seconds in, 2-1, still your score, as the Bisons trail the Flames. Going to see a line change here for the Flames, as both teams try to find their groove here at the start of the second period. Clackering in on the face-off for the Flames. He wins it, and it goes back to Smith as he'll look to set things up. Over to Casimir Zach. As they go back and forth, Smith now down the line. That one along the boards as Lipscomb looks to clear. Down along the near side, Kazmierzak intercepts that. Saved by Brady. Rebound shot no good by the Flames. As the Bisons will try to clear that one down the line. Smith there to make sure that doesn't happen. Kazmierzak now fires the shot, and Brady gonna be there to cover it up for the Bisons. Brady looked a lot better in net in that first period here for the Bisons in that first period, because obviously, you know, we talked about the 13 goals scored on him yesterday, and we talked about mentally what that does on a goalie. Done a nice job rebounding here. As you see the shot there by Kazmierzak, covered up quickly by Brady, as he's definitely been keeping his team in this game.
Well, and you want your netminder to not give up those second chance opportunities, and we saw the 2 goals that were scored. One was just straight up by Jasmine, but the second one was off of a rebound that Clackering put home. You got to stop it on the first ask. You can't have them hanging around. You can't have it being passed back and forth. Just put it down. If you don't trust your defense, if you don't trust your forwards to get going off your pass, and just fall on it and hope for the best.
And that's where we saw the Flames score most of their goals yesterday in the game against Lipscomb. They'd have offensive sets where they had 6, 7 shots, and, you know, eventually one of those is going to go in, and we saw that multiple times yesterday, as Spore's going to dump that one in and try to make something happen in front of the net. McDaniel with the puck. McDaniel fires the shot. Deflected off of Brady over to Graham in the corner.
When a Liberty team is at their best, and this goes to all levels, from D1 to D3, it's when they are finishing their second chance opportunities. If they're not crashing hard, if they're not sitting out in front of the net, they tend to just kind of back off and not play their game. But when it's hard, when it's physical, when it's aggressive style of play, they tend to put up more points. It's just the state of these teams and how they play. That's their style. That's their bread and butter.
And obviously a lot of that has to do with the system that Coach McGibbon implemented this season, wanting a lot of fiery players out there, as the shot there
actually got stuck in the glove of Dylan Brady. That's how hard he hit it.
Don't see that too often, as Moore ripped that one in there. Gonna get a quick look at that one.
Take another look here. Moore putting some fire under this one. He's trying to get the puck out, can't do it because it's stuck in his glove.
Definitely says a lot about the power that Moore has for this Flames team. Jasmine now with the puck on the far side, loses that one. Brown controls for the Flames. Over to Foley. Foley back to Brown. Brown flicks that one down along the boards on the far side. Chisholm with the hit along the boards. Jasmine with the puck in the neutral zone. Loses that one. Opportunity here for the Bisons. Nice clear there by Pierce. Make sure nothing unfortunate happened there. Jasmine now with the puck. That's the second time we've seen that kind of play from Tanner Viola, as he got hurt in yesterday's game. Good to see him back out there today for the Bisons. Scary moment over in the corner yesterday as he went down hard and barely able to skate off the ice, but he's wrecking havoc out here for the Bisons this afternoon, as that's the kind of pressure they need throughout this game.
They've got a lot of trust and put him back out there in the starting lineup as well, so this is a lot about how much they rely on this kid.
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with all of the injuries for this Bisons team. As we mentioned many times yesterday, the top 3 scorers all out for this team, so you got to rely on your other guys in this lineup. Not a ton of depth for this Bisons team right now. And after that offensive set there for the Bisons, Clackering going to be bringing the puck up for the Flames, fires the shot, and that one going to be snatched up by Brady. 2-1 your score with 16:21 left here in the second period. Flames ahead, as we're going to get a quick look here on the shot by Jonathan Clackering. Not able to sneak that one by.
Not a big fan of that play there. I understand Clackering, you're one of your better scorers, but make something happen. Either pull up and move or dump the puck back. Keep it in the zone. Keep some possession. You're not going to score every time on the first ask.
And as you mentioned before, those rebounds, something that the Flames are trying to get throughout this game, something they've done really well. Monticelli clears for the Flames, as the Bison's coming out very aggressive on the offensive side early in this second period. McDaniel now with the puck for the Flames.
He thought Sherritt was going to cross over there, and he pulled up instead.
A little bit of miscommunication there on the Flames side. And puck going to go out of bounds there. Get a stoppage of play here with 15:46 left in this second period. McDaniel on the face-off for the Flames. Ref having a word. McDaniel wins the face-off. Brown dumps that puck along the boards here on the near side. Moore loses it. Back to Brown. Brown over to Spuler. And that one up to Graham.
2-on-1 opportunity.
Back to Moore. Moore fires the shot, not able to sneak that one in. Brown with the puck. Fires that one in off the pads of Brady. Spoor now for the Flames. Graham behind the goal, tries to wrap around and looks for Moore in front. Unable to capitalize, though, as the Flames are getting opportunities here on the offensive end. So McDaniel's going to have to chase this one down to the Flames' own zone. Moore now into the Bison zone. Over to Foley. Foley's shot, pad save there by Brady. Brown takes a hit along the boards as 3 Lipscomb players swamp him. And icing going to be the call. With 14:38 left here in this second period. No goals yet here early in this one.
It's a great hat with the suit. Gotta love the camo.
I was thinking the same thing. It's definitely a bold move there, but only certain people can pull that one off, and he's rocking it over there.
Camo hat with the suit. You a camo guy?
I'm not a camo guy, no.
That makes 2 of us.
I feel like you either are or you aren't. You know, there's no in between on camo.
Yeah.
Bowers now with the puck, trying to find Chisholm in front of the net, unable to, as Kazmierzak loses it but regains control. Chisholm now with the puck for the Flames. Fires a shot, that one wide right. Foley now with the puck. Looks to find Bowers. Bowers spins around, unable to get that one to go. Kazmierzak with the puck. Over to Chisholm. Chisholm in open ice, down to Bowers. Barless now with the puck as the Flames move the puck very well here. Deflection there off of Brady. Flames unable to rebound. As I saw a lot of chaos there in front of the net, and icing going to be the call.
Great work by the Flames, though. You've seen Brady's ability to kind of just scoop it up on first pass. There's that hat again. You gotta love it. I think is that a Predators logo as well? It is. That's the Nashville Predators camo hat with the suit. Gotta love that look.
Like I said, bold move, but he is rocking it over there.
I worked at a sporting goods store for the past 4 years before I came here, and I live in an area in Maryland they call Cecil Tucky. So you can imagine how much camo we sell in that store.
I'm myself from the great state of West Virginia, so definitely very familiar with all the camo.
Yes. Well, you have real rednecks. Maryland has wannabe rednecks, so that's the biggest difference.
And going to be a goal there for the Flames. Number 81, Alexander Sherritt, able to put that one in the back of the net for the 3rd goal of the game for the Flames.
Alex Sherritt, not a guy that's going to score a whole lot of goals this season, but he's definitely a guy you look for secondary scoring. On this line with Clackering, he's a big goal scorer, so a lot of the time they're going to focus on him. You see Clackering moving up the puck. Sherritt's just sitting right in front of the net, and he tucks it home, does his job. Flames now lead 3-1.
And great heads-up awareness there by Clackering. We saw a few plays yesterday in the game with the same type of thing. Clackering just looking up on the ice, seeing the wide-open player, able to put that pass right on the money, as he does so often. And after the goal, Flames lead 3-1 with 13 minutes left here in the second period. Smith now chasing here along the boards down in the Bison zone.
It's Brandon Smith. He's got a lot of speed.
Very fiery player as tries to find the net, as that one will go high, and we'll get a face-off here with 12:42 left in the second period.
I think Zach Moore gets out of the way there. Brandon Smith's got a potential goal, just skating around all sorts of people and finding the spot. Unfortunately, Moore was standing in front right where the net was empty, but my goodness, this kid's got some legs.
As you mentioned, very speedy is Brandon Smith. He's just all over the place, night in and night out on the ice. And that's exactly the kind of player that Coach McGibbon likes for this system that he likes to run. I was going to see the save there by Brady. With 13:14 left here in the second period, Flames lead the Bisons 3-1. In the second game of this weekend series, Flames took the first one 13-2 and looking to make it a sweep as Spores fires that one. Brady deflects. Kyle Jasmine with the puck over to McDaniel. McDaniel fires in the shot, and once again gonna hit the netting.
Talking a lot about the young players here tonight. Thomas Kazmierzak's another one. He's got that Liberty blood in him. Had a couple of his brothers play here, and just a phenomenal young player, and they love having him at this D3 level. He's going to be able to grow and develop and make the mistakes that a young player is allowed to make and potentially get up into the other teams. But for now, like I said, he's here, and they're loving to have him. He's just a phenomenal young player. Hockey in his blood.
Definitely been making the most of his time on the ice, as you see quite a bit of traffic there in front of the net. Spores now with the puck. And Spores, another one of those freshmen that's been making a big impact for this team. McDaniel fires the shot. That one's going to go off the skate of the Lipscomb player and hit the netting once again. Flames doing a good job to keep the puck down in the Bison zone and try to possibly get their fourth goal of the night. As you see McDaniel heading there to the bench. As we mentioned many times last night, had 3 goals for the Flames last night, as he had the hat trick. That shot just a little high, though.
He went off the skate of one of the Lipscomb defenders.
And those deflections will skyrocket the shot as Chisholm tries to put that one in off the stick of Brady. Foley gains control here for the Flames. Foley fires the shot and gets it to go in the upper left corner. Trevor Foley scored yesterday against the Bisons and does the same here this afternoon to make it 4-1 here in the second period.
Trevor Foley picking up his first here today. Very solid. Taking another look here at the replay, able to win the puck back after the Bison miscue. Taking his time over to his left, to his right, and just bounces off the padding, right off the shoulder of Dylan Brady. Good work there from Foley.
And didn't have a wide window at all, but he put that one in there with no problem whatsoever. As the Flames now lead the Bisons 4-1 with 11:23 left here in the second period.
Taking another look here at that replay. Again, you saw the miscue by the Bison. You just take your time. You don't want to rush it. You've got so much space. Probably not the shot that he wanted, but it took the right deflection that he needed, and that was good enough.
And you definitely got to take those as they come throughout the game. Gonna get deflections on both ends, sometimes lucky, sometimes unlucky, as that one bounced the Flames' way, give them a 4-1 lead. As it looks like both teams gonna get ready to restart after the timeout. Lipscomb looked very poised and controlled there in that first period, but over the past couple minutes, seen the Flames have a lot of opportunities down on the Bison's end, and want to make sure your team doesn't get rattled if you're Coach Al Cormier over there.
Well, I like the timeout call as well, like you said. Just slow your team down, let them know, hey, we're not out of this. It's only a 3-goal lead. You get back a goal here early, and they just did so. There you go. As I said, that's the right call. It's the right call to make. You find one in the back of the net, and just like that, you've got the Liberty now has, again, the worst lead in hockey, that 2-goal lead that we talk about so much.
Yes.
You just put in a little bit of work. You say, hey, let's make the adjustment here. You tweak a little thing there, and you find yourself down 2 instead of 3. Taking a look, great pass, great stick movement. Does the dirty work. Does Tanner Viola. Again, like you said, injured yesterday, came back today, and right back into the starting lineup. They need him to play well, and he comes through in the clutch.
And did it at the perfect time, as I mentioned, right out of the timeout there for the Bisons. As 2-goal lead now for the Flames. Sherritt loses the puck. Smith controls. Smith now down along the near side, gets it back to Kazmierzak. Kazmierzak fires the shot. That one stopped by the Lipscomb defender. Brady trying to get in on that one, down along the boards. Bison's now control. Dumps that one down along the boards, and icing will be the call. .10:31 left here in the second period. Flames lead the Bisons 4-2, as McDaniels will be on the face-off for the Flames. Bisons control, trying to clear the puck out of their own zone. And McDaniel over to Matthews. Matthews now chasing. Trying to make something happen down along the boards. And play now along the near side here is Spoor and Moore there for the Flames. As that puck's going to travel down here to the Flame zone. Monticelli feeds that to Moore. Moore back to Graham. Graham fires the shot off the pads of Brady. Monticelli regains control. Graham now with the puck, feeds it to Moore. Moore trying to fire the shot. Lipscomb defender there to block that. And McDaniel will try to reset things. Spores loses that in open ice. And a skirmish there for the puck on the near side. Spores comes out with it over to Graham. As we're going to see a quick change here from the Flames. Bisons dump that one down to Pierce. Pierce taps that to Monticelli. Monticelli back to Foley. Foley bringing the puck up through the neutral zone. Very speedy is Foley, as you see here. Tries to wrap around and knock that one in. Foley regains control of the puck, though. As Spuler in for the Flames now. Brady over to Jasmine. Jasmine with Spuler on his right. Spuler fires the shot. Rebound thought about there by Jasmine. He regains control, finds Foley in the front. Lots of opportunities here for the Flames, as that one will head down to be another icing here. 4-2 your score with 8:03 left here in the second period. And Adam, Flames getting chance after chance on the offensive end. Unable to capitalize any on those last few possessions, but honestly just keep firing the shots and one's gonna go eventually, as you said earlier.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job of getting the puck off, and a couple opportunities. Lipscomb's done a nice job of kind of crowding the net when they've been able to make stops and tying up Flame sticks as well, not letting them get clean shots off. That's been a big key, and you've seen when they have gotten clean shots, when they have had space, they're making the most of it.
As that one almost deflected into the goal there off the stick of Brady. Clackering now with the puck, down along the boards, makes a nice move. Tries to dump that one in on the near side of the goal. And gonna see another icing.
I want to talk about a guy who has a lot of hockey in his blood as well, Jonathan Clackering. Played with his brother for a couple of years here as well, and now the lone Clackering on this team. But this kid is a stud. He's got the size, he's got the handles. He's a good player, puts the puck in the back of the net, just does everything you want. And he's a big part of that torpedo that I was telling you about, that offense that head coach Rhett McGibbon likes to run from time to time. He's the guy that really is the focal point of that, and it's because of how well he plays.
And he's really been a staple for this team here for a couple years, as he's one of those seniors on this team. And honestly, if you just hear the last name Clackering, it just sounds like a hockey name.
Yeah, sounds like goals too.
Exactly, and we've definitely seen quite a bit of that, as he already has 1 in today's game and 5 on the season. As you mentioned earlier, he was the leading point scorer for the team last year. Clackering over to Smith. Smith fires in a shot, that one wide left, as the Bisons try to clear it out of their own zone.
I think if this team's going to go to nationals, he's got to be that guy. He's got to be the lead goal scorer. It's nice to have a guy like Caden McDaniel stepping up. Brandon Smith obviously doing a nice job as well there, as you see. But it's got to be Clackering. It's got to be Clackering, and everybody else needs to follow behind and follow his example. Jasmine as well has looked very good at times, but I think it's going to fall on Jonathan Clackering.
And it's nice to have multiple options out there on the ice. And as we mentioned, McDaniel, the leading scorer for the Flames throughout this season so far, but Clackering just brings that leadership out there on the ice. He's had some of the most experience on this team, and if he can get firing late in the season, watch out, because this Flames team could be very dangerous.
And 4 goals isn't awful, don't get me wrong. I mean, that's a good start.
Still very impressive, yeah.
But, you know, through what, this is their, I believe their 6th game now, 5th or 6th game, you'd like to see him at least be averaging a goal every game, especially at this level with his size and ability. He needs to be putting the puck in the back of the net just a little bit more often, but it's a solid start for him. For a player of his caliber, you'd like to see him score a tad more.
And not shy of averaging 1 goal a game. Obviously, 5 goals with this being the 6th game. So maybe a few more will get Clackering to that number, as we'll continue to watch him throughout the season to be that guy for the Flames down the stretch. McDaniel fires that puck in. Monticelli controls, dumps that down along the boards. Moore with the hit there along the boards. Graham tries to get that out in front of the net. There's going to be a scuffle there for the puck as that one goes back and forth.
Oh, great play.
Beautiful goal there by Keegan Spores, as that one was just sitting right in front of the net and didn't have to think twice about knocking that one in.
Well, and it was sitting there because of Matthew Graham. When we take a look at this replay, what a pass by Matthew Graham. Just serving it up on a silver platter for Keegan Spores. Take another look here. Graham wins the puck from behind the net. He doesn't just dump it back out. He takes it himself, takes his time. Look at the pass.
Great pass, wow.
He just threads it through the crease between 2 defenders. Finds Keegan Spores. What a great play by Matthew Graham.
And as we mentioned, the pass almost more impressive than the goal right there. All Keegan Spores had to do was tap that one in. Spores scores his second goal of the season. He had his first goal last night against Lipscomb and makes it 2 on the weekend with that tap in. And that will also give the Flames a 5-2 lead here with 5:33 left in the second period. Flames starting to score at will here late in this second period. Foley now with the puck. Bounced off Brady, but he's going to jump on that one and make the save. There's going to be a little bit of pushing and shoving there in front of the net.
You know, I'll give Lipscomb credit. I thought this one would be a little bit out of hand quicker than it has been, and they're still in this game. We saw them coming out of the timeout, and able to put points on the board. They've got 5 more minutes till they get a much longer timeout because the period will be over. And I think they're still in this. They're showing some fight. They still got some respect on their name. And I think they're going to come out and continue to fight and continue to play well. And they're not beating themselves. This is not a team that's going to make a lot of mistakes and put a lot of penalties. I think they played a relatively clean game last night as well. So this is a team that's going to make you earn every single point that you get.
And that's what they've been doing so far throughout the game. And as you mentioned, only a 3-goal deficit, still certainly in this one with 5:13 left here in the second period. Maybe like to see them get one more here before we go to the third period, but you never know out on the ice. As Scott Chisholm wins the faceoff there for the Flames, Yasmin unable to get the shot to go. As there's going to be a scuffle there along the boards. Dylan Brown with the puck, fires that one in. Jasmine behind the net, looking for somebody out in front. Bison's trying to clear it out of their own zone. Brown down to Spuler. Spuler trying to work along the boards. Foley now with the puck. Foley loses it, but Brown there to reset for the Flames. Chisholm pressures. Foley over to Brown. Brown down along the boards of the near side. And Brown once again looking to reset. Clackering now with the puck. Up to Bowers. Bowers looking for something. Fires the shot. Going to be deflected. Jasmine with the puck. Loses it, but regains control. As Lipscomb going to look to get the puck on the Flames side. Haven't seen that too much in this period. As Liberty's done a good job controlling the puck throughout this period. Bowers loses that one. Gonna go fighting for it along the boards. Clackering now with the puck. Trying to make a move around the defender. Finds Bowers in front of the net. Puck bouncing around. As Lipscomb going to regain control and try to clear it. They've had problems here over the past few minutes getting the puck out of their own zone.
What a shift this line has put in. The physicality, able to keep the puck in their attacking zone and just really doing a nice job of not letting Lipscomb breathe. Once they get the puck, they're swarmed by white, red, and blue.
So relentless are the Flames out there on the ice right now, as they've looked really good in this period. Shot by Sherritt off the pads of Brady. Smith over to Kazmierzak. Kazmierzak taking it for himself. Dumping it back to Clackering. Clackering tries to put the shot in, and Sherritt was almost there to knock it in. Smith now with the shot and scores. Brandon Smith with his first goal on the game and second of the season, puts the Flames up 6-2.
I talked a little bit earlier about the soft hands of Jonathan Clackering. Not afraid to facilitate as well. Does an excellent job of getting this over to Smith, who I believe tucked it home on his backhand. We'll have to take a look at the replay. You see here, Clackering, nice play. And yes, the backhand from Brandon Smith finds Oppo corner, and it's 6-2.
Beautiful goal there by Brandon Smith as the Flames continue to put it on the Bisons here in the second period. As we mentioned, had controlled the puck for so much of this period, and it's definitely showing now on the scoreboard as the Flames have a 4-goal lead, and Cade McDaniel scores for the Flames. We talked earlier, it's almost a guarantee he's going to score every game, and does once again to give the Flames a 5-goal lead.
Yeah, he sniffed that one out right there when we take a look at the replay. I had a feeling this kid was going to get on the score sheet this period, and he does so. Excellent work from Cade McDaniel. Continues to pad his lead as the Flames' leading goal scorer, and pads the lead here as well. Like you said, 7-2. This one's starting to get out of hand.
And after the hat trick last night, McDaniel gets his first goal of the game to give him his 12th goal of the season. As I mentioned, he's a leading point scorer and leading goal scorer for this Liberty team. And Liberty looking very good on the offensive end as McDaniel now with the puck, trying to find more in front of the net, unable to. And it's almost like once Liberty scores one goal, it's just a matter of time before they're going to score another one, as sometimes they just need that spark. And once we saw that first goal in this period, it's just been 4 or 5 ever since then throughout this period. Shot there by Lipscomb, going to go off the pads of Pierce.
I think he was reading a good book back there. He hasn't seen much action his way, and we're going to get a penalty coming. It's going to be against the Flames. Going to go against Cade McDaniel.
And haven't seen too many penalties in this one. Flames went to the box earlier, as this will be the second power play for the Bisons. And maybe look for this to be an opportunity to put their third goal in the back of the net. You see Coach Al Cormier over there for the Bisons, trying to talk some strategy with his guys. 5-on-4 advantage here for the Bisons for the remainder of the period.
Cade McDaniel is not very happy about that call. Better be careful here, he doesn't get an extra unsportsmanlike.
And we saw Coach Rhett McGibbon over there talking to the ref, trying to figure that one out. And it looks like Jonathan Clackering going to join McDaniel in the box.
Yeah, they're going to go two for each of them. I want to say they didn't end up giving him an unsportsmanlike as well. 2-minute minor.
So 2 of the best players for the Flames in the box. Now as the rest of the team tries to pull it together. Brown now with the puck, trying to clear it. Lipscomb with the man advantage, fires the shot. That one wide left. Lipscomb moving the puck nicely here with 30 seconds left in the second period. Shot wide. Sends that one down along the boards. Lipscomb moving the puck around. Fires that one in. Flames trying to clear it with just about 2 seconds left in the period. And that will do it in period number 2. Flames with 5 goals in the period from lots of different guys out there on the ice. And that leads to a 7-2 lead after 2 periods.
Good work by the Flames. Obviously, you don't like to see the penalties there at the end, but other than that, I'd have to say it was a pretty clean period for both teams. Liberty obviously doing the better job on the scoring front, and defensively just shut Lipscomb down, quieted their sticks, and after that early lead from Lipscomb, they really haven't had much success.
Went down 1-0 early, and they have not turned back since. 7-2 your score after 2 periods. The Flames put 5 in the back of the net, and as you mentioned, very impressive on the offensive end for the Flames in that period, as they just got shot after shot, and they put 5 in the back of the net there in the second.
And of course, you saw Lipscomb grab the goal there, and it was a nice little play from them. But again, the Flames have been the offensively, they've been the stronger team, and defensively have done a nice job. After that goal, it was quiet. Evans Pierce really hadn't seen any shots, and did a great job.
7-2 your score after 2. We'll be back for the third period after this short break here on LFSN. And welcome back here to the LaHaye Ice Center as we get ready for the start of the third period. Aaron Nolan alongside Adam Fornwall. As Adam, we saw quite a few goals scored by the Liberty Flames there in that second period. What's the mindset coming out here getting ready for the third?
Well, as you said, things stand 7-2 right now and look pretty strong for the Flames. I think the mindset is do what you did in the second period. You know, you got to come out here. You have to be the aggressor. You don't want to. You've given up 1 goal in each period, obviously. You gave up the 1 early to give them the 1-0 lead, and then they scored late to bring it back within 2. This period, you say, okay, let's not give up any goals. Let's firm things up 100%. Let's play a full 20 minutes on defense, and then let's play from the back like we do best, and let's push the puck. Let's keep it in their zone, get a bunch of shots, and crash the net when they do allow that puck to come out for a rebound. The Flames do that, I think they'll be very satisfied with their performance today. They had a big game in Game 1. Let's clean things up in Game 2. Let's only give them the 2 goals that they have on the scoreboard right now.
And, you know, I think that's a big thing for the Flames coming out here with in the third period. Obviously up 7-2, just saying, let's lock down, no more goals. I agree. I think that's going to be a good goal for the Flames.
Yeah, and I mean, you take a look at this team and where they want to go, and as we said, Nationals is the goal for this team. Well, then you beat a team like this in Lipscomb, a team that doesn't have that in their sights. They're a young program. They're just starting up. They're looking to get a win off your team. And when they come into your barn, you have to make a statement. And they made a statement yesterday, and they're making a statement here today. You had some great passing there. You saw from Graham and the goal from Spores. You have to like what they've done, and I think the Flames just want to keep on pushing and continue to put more points.
And I think the puck movement is something that we saw in that second period that was just beautiful by the Flames. You know, we saw 2 or 3 goals where it wasn't really the shot that was impressive, but instead it was the setup man that really gave the goal there for the Flames.
Well, and that's a lot. It has a lot to do with positioning. It has a lot to do with not giving up on the play, and those are things as a coach that you want to see in your team. You can beat a team 13-2 and not be happy with the way your team played because maybe you thought they should have won 13-0, or maybe you thought they should have had more goals. I'm happy if I'm Coach Rhett McGibbon if my team continues to play the way that they've played today. They continue to be strong on defense. Potentially, like I said, that they shut them out here in this period, and then they continue to add on to their lead. If they do those 3 things, I think he'll be very, very happy with his team moving forward.
And we'll see what Coach McGibbon has in store for his team here as the third period is just about set to get underway. And another note, kind of what you mentioned before, you're talking about how they set that goal possibly of not giving up a goal here in the third period. I think that's a mark of a good team, you know, not being satisfied with a 5-goal lead, but instead to set goals in that locker room and to come out and try to execute them.
Yeah, I would say that, and also, you know, you're going to start off here on the penalty kill, so you want to kill that off quickly and then kind of stay above the mess. This Lipscomb might decide to start mucking it up here. You saw a little bit of that later in the second period. You need to stay above that. You need to skate away. Know that you have this game in the bag, which is if you stay the way that you've been playing, then you do. And you just got to continue to move the puck like they have been. Again, these are things that you're seeing from this team early in the season that are characteristics of a late season performance from this team. And if you're seeing it this early, you have to like your chances moving forward.
And that's certainly an indication of good things to come for this Flames team. And you mentioned Lipscomb might get a little chippy here throughout the third period. Saw that a little bit yesterday as the Flames had 7 goals going into the third period yesterday too. Ended up putting 6 in the back of the net in that third period. And that got Lipscomb a little riled up. Saw them get a little upset, as we'll see if that'll be the case here in the third period. Liberty going to be starting the period here with Keegan Spores on the face-off.
I was about to say, it's supposed to be a 5-on-4
Yeah, I
to
was
my
thinking the same
knowledge.
thing.
Yeah. Kyle Jasmine will come off the ice. So to my understanding, excuse me, to my understanding, it'll be McDaniel that will come out of the box, and then after the penalty is over, the next stoppage of play, Jonathan Clackering will be allowed to come out. So Liberty will get their 2 leading scorers back in about 30 seconds or
And that'll certainly be big for the Flames, as Lipscomb looking to reset here and try to take advantage of what time they have left on this power play. Spore's not going to let that one go by. He's going to make a move around, fire the shot. And that one's going to be saved there by Brady. But great job there by Keegan Spores to not give up on the play, as Kazmierzak going to chase that one down. Pierce going to tip it back to him.
They're actually going to let Clackering out as well, as the Flames like to put a player on the bench and allow Clackering to come out. And he almost makes him pay there.
And Clackering tried to fire on the shot, but just missed it. As Lipscomb now going to try to clear it out of their own zone. Smith pressuring. Clackering catches that one in the air.
Ooh.
Clackering takes a hit along the boards.
Flames had too many men on the ice there. Got lucky. Referee did not see it.
Lucky the refs don't have as good of eyes as you do up here, or the Flames would be in trouble with 18:30 here in the third period. Flames ahead 7-2. As Lipscomb trying to clear this one down along the boards. Clackering with the puck over to Smith. Smith trying to make a move in front of the net. That one wide right. Bowers gives it back to Clackering. Clackering loses it. Lipscomb coming into the Flame zone. That one to the left of Pierce. Bowers with the puck, has to reset to wait for Barless to get back on sides. Bowers takes a massive hit.
Yeah, it's going to go. Bowers there with the late shove. He's going to go to the box for that. He got sandwiched between 2 defenders, and then he had a little late shove at the end, and they're going to call it against him. A little bit of a flop there from Cicito, but you can't be that first guy. You got to be the. You have to walk away. You see, here's the push right here. He gets sandwiched. He gets a little elbow at the end, and throws a little lumber around, and right in front of the referee. He's going to call that every single time, and he's going to join his buddy Cade McDaniel in the box.
And that's going to be Bauer's second time heading to the box this afternoon, as we saw penalty called against him early, and just let his temper get the best of him there with the shove. And as you mentioned, they're going to call that one every time. Spores now down along the boards on the near side, back to Monticelli. Monticelli going to feed it back to Spores, and Flames almost get too fancy, and it almost costs them there, but Lipscomb now dumps that down along the boards. Spores makes the diving save on that play. As more will pressure here for the Flames. Lipscomb trying to work the puck up into their own zone. About a minute 15 left on the power play. $16:50 left in this game, as that one's going to travel all the way down to the Flames' end and will be icing.
So based off the fact that Cade McDaniel is still in the box, it is definitely some kind of unsportsmanlike call on him, because he's no longer serving for the penalty. He's still sitting there, so it's got to be a 10-minute unsportsmanlike.
And, you know, if this game were a little closer, that would be a very costly penalty for the Flames.
It could potentially. It could very well potentially be. But, you know, when you're up 7-2 and you've been clicking like this team has, it's not that big of a deal. But, again, those are the mistakes that you'd like to cut out.
And those are the kind of things that the Flames have to kind of iron out against teams like this whenever they get opportunities to go up big. Just got a chance to just play smart hockey out there on the ice for whenever you get in those opportunities to play some of these teams that will challenge the Flames later in the season. Smith going to be in on the face-off here for the Flames. As I think the ref's going to check out his helmet there. Gets the all clear, and we're underway once again. Lipscomb wins the faceoff and will bring the puck through their own zone. Makes a move around Smith. Hits the ice there as Brown will send the puck up for the Flames. Brady taps that one away, and Lipscomb will look to reset. Nickel chasing here for the Flames. That one gets dumped along the boards here on the near side. Brown tries to get it away as TJ Moores now flings that one up. 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Flames. Nickel with the shot. Save good. Rebound in for the Flames, as that's going to be Smith. Number 25, Brandon Smith, with his second goal of the game. A shorthanded goal for the Flames to put them up 8-2.
Taking another look here at the replay. Flames able to get the puck out on the break. Options behind him. It bounces out in front. You got to clean it up first try, and unfortunately there for Dylan Brady comes to bite him, and it's 8-2 Flames.
Even though they were down a man, it didn't affect the Flames whatsoever, as they were able to get the goal there. And as we talked about so much, those rebounds have been so crucial for the Flames throughout this game. And we continue to see it there as Smith got the putback and put that one in the back of the net. Foley now with the puck, back to Monticelli. Monticelli gives it over to Chisholm. Barless with a huge hit in open ice. As there's going to be a little scuffle there for the puck. And saw a trip there by the Flames.
It's coming. Pushing and shoving is starting already. This one's going to break down here in probably a couple minutes. There's a slash.
Things starting to get chippy as Chisholm's shot.
Cicito there with the obvious slash. You didn't like the way things were handled earlier. He's looking for a fight. He's going to go to the box instead. If you remember, I believe it was Cicito that sold the hit from McDaniel earlier. Or actually, excuse me, that was the push from Barless earlier. So those two have been jabbing, jarring all game long. Here's another look. Right here, you see a nice play, pass the puck out in front, but he's going to go to the box, and rightfully so. Cicito. So Flames going on the power play.
Yeah, I just want to clear up any miscommunication. As you saw, the back of the jersey there said Patterson, but the names on the back of these Lipscomb jerseys actually are, some of them are wrong, some of them are right. New jerseys for the Bison's team coming in, and just wanted to let you know that we've got the names right up here, but it may say something different on the back of the jersey, not to confuse anyone sitting at home.
Or maybe we're all just going crazy. One of the two.
It's definitely one of the two. You never know here at the LaHaye Ice Center. As Pierce going to get that one behind the net. Gives it over to Kazmir Zak as he's going to reset here for the Flames. Clackering with the puck. Bringing it up into the neutral zone. Clackering, speedy. Loses that one as he crashes into the boards. Kazmir Zak with the puck. Shot off the pads of Brady. Chisholm now in the short corner. Kazmir Zak over to Clackering. Back to Kazmir Zak. Tries to fire the shot in. Jasmine now with the puck here on the near side. Clackering fires the shot. Kazmir Zak over to Chisholm. Back to Clackering. And that's going to be a covered up there by Brady as the Flames getting shot after shot on that possession, and they've capitalized on those quite a few times here in this game.
Here's the replay of the shot. Nice pass from Chisholm. Clackering. We know he has a cannon, but a good initial stop there from Brady. Learned his lesson the first time. Can't let the Flames get those rebounds.
And Flames looked good here at the start of the power play. A 5-on-4 advantage for the Flames over the next 47 seconds as they've kept the Puck on their end, except for a few times here during the power play. Flames lead 8-2 with 3:28 here left in this game. Jasmine to Brady. Brady now through the red line. Brady trying to make a move around some defenders. Gets that one stolen away at the last second, though. Puck slips past Brown. Monticelli there to regain control for the Flames. Foley with the puck. Foley fires a shot. That one a pad save by Brady. Shot by Brown left. And Foley getting the puck now, trying to wrap around the goal. Was looking for Sherritt there, sitting right in front of the goal, unable to get him. And now Lipscomb will come into the Liberty zone. That one poked away by Monticelli. As Lipscomb trying to get something to work here along the near side. That one going to be deflected off the stick of Dylan Brown. And it will be a face-off.
Good work from the Flames. Again, I mentioned you want the defensive zone to be knotted up here in the third, and they've definitely done that in the first just under 8 minutes or so.
12:29 left here in this game. Flames up 8-2. Second game of the weekend between these two teams. Flames took the first one 13-2. And just 12 minutes away from the sweep on the weekend. As we've seen a lot of good hockey here in the LaHaye Ice Center over the weekend. A very successful weekend for the Flames. Kazmierzak over to Smith. Smith trying to dump that puck down along the boards. Spuler over in the corner. Lipscomb trying to clear. Clackering now with the puck. Trying to do something with it. Looking for an open man. Clackering, shot deflected. Kazmierzak goes crashing into the board as Clackering will hit the ice hard. And we're going to get a stoppage of play here with 11:38 left in the third period. Looks like Andrew Spuler is going to head to the penalty box here for the Flames.
Getting a little crowded in there.
McDaniel still in the box from the 10-minute penalty, and Spuler will join him.
If it was 10 minutes, he should be out within the next minute or so, you'd have to expect. Because he went in with about 1:20. So should be out relatively shortly if it is indeed the extra 10. But as you mentioned, 5-1 weekend for the Flames. Really, if you want to look at it, they won 2 out of the 3 periods in the game that they lost to D1. D3 looks like they're going to sweep this weekend. The ladies of the women's D1 team swept their weekend
really
as
good, yeah.
well against Penn State. So all in all, a good weekend. And of course, the D2 team on the road, they take care of business at Louisville, winning both their games as well.
And Coach McGibbon wanted the tripping, and it looks like he's going to
get it.
Get the call. As you mentioned, you talked about it coming into the third period. Things might get a little chippy, and we're certainly seeing that here.
Well, Kane McDaniel, I think that's the player that he wanted to go in the box the first time, because the head official just came over and said if he says one more thing, he's gone. So that must have been the guy that he wanted all along, or that was the call that he wanted, and they got it this time. They got it, so.
And Cam McCallum, the player going to the penalty box here for the Bisons. As they're going to get a second look there at the penalty.
Hey, dead-legged him. No doubt about it. Stuck his leg out. That's the right call. Took him a little bit too long, in my opinion, for them to call that, but it's the right call.
So we're going to get to see a little 4-on-4 hockey here for the next minute, 24 seconds. As Spuler still serving his penalty for the Flames. And McCollum in for the Bisons. Smith now with the puck down along the boards. Looking for some movement in front, as that one's going to trickle down to the Flames zone. Clackering dumps that one up to Smith now. Smith coming into the Bison zone.
Looking for the Hattie.
Great pass over to Clackering as Clackering unable to put that one in. Brady chasing here for the Flames. Pressure there from the Bisons, but Kazmierczak able to put that one up for the Flames. Down along the boards of the near side. Smith almost gets tripped there again. Clackering fires the shot and puts it in for goal number 9. Jonathan Clackering, almost automatic on those kind of shots.
This line has been so solid for the Flames today in particular. Kazmierczak, Clackering, Smith. This team just continues to pile on the points, and it's because of this line. Taking a look at the replay, Brandon Smith just completely makes the defender lose his balance. Took him out of his skates there. Let's take another look at it. Graham gets slashed at, makes the man fall. Clackering sits in front of the net, tucks it home, clean as you like. Flames continue to roll.
And Brandon Smith there with the assist, getting his 3rd point of the night. Obviously had the 2 goals earlier in the game. And a beautiful pass there by Clackering. And as you mentioned earlier, Clackering stepping up now for this team. We talked about it. Clackering, one of those seniors on this team, and he's looked good in this one.
A little miscommunication there from the Flames. But yes, Clackering has looked very solid for the Flames, no doubt about that.
And definitely going to see a trip in there. That one, no doubt about it.
This one's getting a little chippy. A little chippy, but nothing too serious, no big fights after the plays or anything like that, but the dumb penalties continue to roll in from either side.
And we've definitely seen a fair share of those throughout the game, but you can almost expect it in a game like this when Liberty's up by 7 goals. You know, they already beat Lipscomb by 11 yesterday. These teams have played against each other so much on the ice this weekend and probably had enough of each other, quite frankly.
Oh, yeah, you get tired of this team by the end of the weekend, both sides. You see the team for the second time, you get tired of the same little pokes, little jabs, little words. These guys aren't making dinner plans. They're ready to get out of here. There's a nice goal. Nice little breakaway there from Jake Bowers. Redeems himself for the bad penalty a little bit ago in this period. Puts him up 10-2.
And Flames coming out firing here in the 3rd period. Already put 3 in the back of the net. As we're going to get a second look at this one. Bowers just didn't even think twice about putting that one in the back of the net. Had no options to his right, so just fired that one away. And gets another goal here for the Flames, up 10-2. Now with 9:21 left in the game.
I'm extremely impressed with the patience and the offensive zone from Liberty. Not rushing their shot, not maybe looking for one too many passes. If you got it, shoot it, and then go for the rebound. They've been extremely patient, especially when they have space.
And not only extremely patient, but also extremely effective, as we've seen them put quite a few in the back of the net. And after the scuffle there, we're going to see a fight possibly break out here, as a lot of pushing and shoving there in front of the net.
And that one's on the officials. That's on the officials. You can't be – the puck was stopped originally, and then it kind of sitting out in front, and then you get a little bit more pushing and shoving, and then it's saved again, and you don't get a whistle for another 5 seconds after that. They're going to send 2 guys for the box for it, and I understand why, but that's on the officials. You know where this game's headed. You got to just stop it right there. Stop it on the first save.
And after all that, we're going to get a quick look here at what exactly transpired.
It should be stopped right there. That's where it should be stopped, and then they pick it up again, and then the whistle's blown, and then you have the pushing and shoving. That's on the officials. Got to stop that from the start.
And officials probably not stepping in as soon as they should. And we're going to see some faces head back to the penalty box, as it seems like that box has stayed pretty full here for most of this 3rd period. Players going in and out, as Brown and Barless going to be in for the Flames.
End up being 4-on-3 in favor of Lipscomb.
So 2 in the box for the Flames, 1 in for the Bisons.
Also, Cade McDaniel has reemerged from the box, so he's out, but 2 more are in.
After serving his 10-minute penalty, McDaniel out. Now a one-on-one opportunity for Keegan Spores and puts it in the back of the net. Flames down a man, shorthanded goal for the 11th of the game for the Flames.
Again, the patience, the ability to just pick that puck away and then take your time. Could have rushed it, could have made it. Make the goalie make the first move, and then you capitalize. Look at it right here. You have the defender beat. He comes out of his crease, and you just wait. That little blink you saw, and he knew it. Patted his own chest with his stick. Dylan Brady knew he made a mistake there. That's on him. Flames just continue to plug away at this lead.
Flames looking good on the offensive side, and we saw it in the third period yesterday. Had 7 goals going into the third, ended up scoring 6 in that third period, and they've already scored 4 here. Flames not giving up whatsoever, still playing their style of hockey no matter what the score is.
Yeah, I mean, and you have to. And people might say, well, you're running up the score at this point. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is a young team. You're not playing the guys that are just going to keep, McDaniel hasn't been out there for 10 minutes. Clackering, yes, he has the 1 goal, but his line has a lot of younger guys on it. So you're getting your younger guys ice time, and just straight up, if they can't stop you, then that's on them.
Exactly, and you can't really lay down just because you have a 9-goal lead. You've still got to play your style of hockey, and honestly, a lot of times whenever you start changing things up, if you're up big, that's where it messes things up going into the next game.
And don't forget, after the game, we're going to have our Hardy Star of the game and our Carter Bank and Trust Play of the game, so be sure to stick around for that. Got a couple good ones for you.
And definitely a lot of players to choose from for that star of the game. A lot of scoring here for the Flames, as we're going to get a stoppage here with 7:48 left here in the game. And looking ahead for this D3 team, they're going to get the weekend off next weekend, but they'll be back in action the 28th and 29th against North Carolina Wilmington, as they'll be making the trek up here to Lynchburg. Flames playing the portion of their first part of the schedule here at home, and won't be making some road trips until later in the season. I think that's good for these young guys on this team to get the experience on the ice before they worry about taking a road trip.
Yeah, it'll be good for them to get some team camaraderie together, and like we were talking about earlier with the women's D1 team, being on the road, it allows you to grow closer as a team and gives you some experience in some different barns and some different ice, because the Nationals won't be played here. So
exactly.
It's good to kind of just get a different look.
And to get that feel on the road, to grow closer as a unit, as a team. That's definitely what Coach McGibbon will be looking forward to about going on the road. Bowers now with the puck down along the boards. Loses it, but regains control. And now the Bison's going to be looking to clear. Chisholm weaving through the defenders. Fires the shot, that one deflected. And the glove save there by Brady.
Interesting little story behind Lipscomb, as we've talked about. This is the second year for their program. They actually started a little GoFundMe for their team, just to kind of get some, as a club team, you got to get some funds for equipment and things like that. Raised almost $6,000.
Wow.
Including a $1,500 donation from just one person. So good for them, and we wish them absolutely nothing but the best. We'd like to see new programs coming in, and hopefully in the next couple of years maybe get some ACHA recognition as well.
Yeah, and it might just be a matter of years before we see them come in here and possibly get a win over the Flames. Obviously the weekend didn't go the way they would wanted, but it's good for a young program to get an opportunity to play a team like the Flames. Foley now with the puck down along the boards. So look to do something with it. With about 6 minutes to go in the game, looks over to Chisholm, and that's just going to be a tap in there.
That's a backbreaker.
That
really
one hurts.
That's a backbreaker. You can give up the nice goals, the one-on-one breakaways, things like that, but when it comes down to just the little deflections and things like that, that's a backbreaker. That's a tough one to see them suffer.
And Chisholm fired the initial shot in there. Not sure if someone else tapped it in or if the goal will be credited to him. We'll have to take a look here at the second look. See Chisholm.
I want to say he got that.
Yeah, Spuler's stick was there, but I don't think he touched it.
That's tough. That's a real tough one to give up. Literally just inches between the defender's stick and the glove of Dylan Brady, and it finds the empty gap. That's a backbreaker.
And Chisholm, another one of those freshmen, puts one in the back of the net, as the first-year guys have been really impressive here today, as we've seen quite a few of them score. Keegan Spores obviously scoring, Chisholm scoring, everybody getting to put one in the back of the net here for the Flames today.
Somewhere around 9 to 10 different goal scorers, I believe, when this is all said and done.
Lipscomb regains control of the puck now, as they're going to look to clear it out, as it'll go down here for another icing with close to 5 minutes left in this game. 12-2 your score, as this one's almost a complete mirror of the game that happened yesterday. 13-2 was the final of that one. And honestly, with the way the Flames are scoring the puck, I wouldn't be surprised if we see one more go in to make it another 13-2 game. Clackering will be in on the faceoff for the Flames. Bison's control, and Flames get that one back. Share it now with the puck along the far side. Trying to find the cutting Brady, unable to. As the Bisons will bring the puck up on the near side. Clackering steals that one away. Clackering with the puck here in the Bison zone. Almost gets that one to go, just wide left. Unlucky there for Brady, as the Brady of the Flames is going to be the one that should be credited with that goal, as it goes off the back leg of the goalie for the Bisons.
My bad. That was the backbreaker. When you watch this one, you're going to go, you've got to be kidding me. This kid cannot catch a break in net tonight. Dylan Brady just thinks it's going to be a normal dump out in front of the net. Just ends up off of his skate. Someone's skate and deflects in the back of the net. Here it is again. The shot, he saves it once, standing up, just relaxing, and it goes off the inner part of his skate. Oh, that's rough. I feel bad for the kid. Oh, that's terrible. That's the worst. Nothing you could do about it really either. I mean, yeah, he could have gotten down, but it still would have gone off his skate. That's a tough bounce. And hey, good for Brady for putting that in on net, and he scores.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, you're going to get bounces in a hockey game. Sometimes they're going to go your way, sometimes they're not, and that one certainly did not go the Bison's way, as they have not been able to catch a break whatsoever today. Flames still going hard at it, though, as Brady going to cover that one up.
I think for Lipscomb, you've got to just chalk up to a learning experience. You come in here, you play a solid D3 team in the Flames, and you chalk it up as, hey, you know what, we scored a couple goals, and we had a lead for a period of time, and there's definitely some growing points of foundation that you can find in this game. As for the Flames, you like to win, you like what you've done, you took care of business, you made a statement, but at the same time, you can't rest your hat on this. It's still early in the season. There's still plenty of hockey left to play. It's only mid-October. Continue to push. Don't be satisfied for just this one game.
And, it's obviously a morale booster whenever you beat a team as much as they beat Lipscomb this season. But at the same time, you can't have your head in the clouds going into the rest of the season, because they're obviously going to face teams that provide a lot tougher tests than they saw this weekend.
Yeah, no doubt.
With about 3:15 left in this game, and a huge hit there by Jacob Bowers. And I'd say if you're the Bisons, you're ready for this one to be over.
Jacob Bowers is just laying the lumber right now. He has done some of the dirty work for the Flames in this one, and he continues to just work hard. And there's another goal to add to the misery.
Andrew Barless going to be the one to put that one in for the Flames. Their 14th goal of the afternoon. Not something you get to say very much during a hockey game.
Let's take another look here again. Just the Flames working hard, they're going to keep going until the clock hits 0. And again, another one just off the side. Nothing that Dylan Brady can do about it. The defense has just become a swinging door for the Flames.
And they've certainly taken advantage of that throughout the game, as that's now 7 goals scored here in the third period. I think that's an impressive feat alone, considering, they already had a 5-goal lead coming into the period. A lot of teams would just come out and kind of play lazy, not really give it their all, but this team not laying down, continuing to play their style of hockey.
And, although this doesn't technically count for the rankings, I think people will hear about this.
Right.
Those who will vote in the polls, and will see that these guys are for real. These guys can put up points in bunches. The Flames are legit, and people will remember this.
Shot fired there by McDaniel, as that puck's going to go into the stands with about 2:09 left here in the game.
It's kind of like when a judge tells a jury, don't remember that, that's scratch that from the record.
Exactly.
You've seen it.
Right.
You've seen it. You can't ignore it. It's there, what they've done this weekend. And it's legit. It's for real. But
whether it'll count towards the rank, obviously it won't count towards the rankings, as you said, but at the same time, they can't unsee what happened this weekend, and that was definitely the thrashing of the Flames on the Bisons throughout this weekend. 13-2 was the final of the game yesterday, and it's 14-2 here with about 2 minutes to go in the game. Flames will sweep the weekend here with the Bisons. McDaniel going to be in on the face-off here for the Flames, as they'll look to finish this one up here in the final 2 minutes. Spores with the puck now, coming into the Bison zone. Graham over to McDaniel. TJ Moore's here to reclaim the puck for the Flames, over to Keegan Spores. Spores making a move around some Bison. Spores back around the net. Looking out in front to Moores. That one wide right. McDaniel now with the puck along the boards. That one going to go back up top to Moores. And that one going to be a save there by Brady. Rough weekend for Brady. Obviously giving up 27 goals so far. You just got to keep your head high if you're the goalie. Obviously everybody has their weekends. Everybody has those weekends where they just don't play the way they want to. And it was certainly one of those weekends for Brady, as you see him fall on that puck right there. A learning experience, though, for this Lipscomb University team.
Taking a look at the Flames' upcoming schedule, as you mentioned, they play UNC Wilmington in 2 weeks. They'll have a bye week next week. But then after that, they go on the road. November 2nd through the 5th, they'll take a trip down to Georgia to play Kennesaw and the University of Georgia. And then they return home on the 11th to play the University of Delaware. That'll certainly be a good one. And then the following week, they will go down to play Northern Virginia, and then back at home to finish out the first semester to play Indiana University of Pennsylvania. So good little road trip coming up for the Flames after playing 2 more home games in 2 weeks from now. So it'll be interesting to see how they fare in the upcoming month and a half or so. And again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, this is going to be a second semester team. As good as they've played now, they're going to get better, and I think that's scary.
I think if you're the other teams around the league, you've definitely got to be looking at this Flames team. As your final score, 14-2. Flames just get it done on the offensive end. They were down 1-0. It's kind of hard to remember that they were down 1-0 in this game, but they have not looked back going down 1-0. I think that was good for the Flames, honestly, to go down early in this game, battle back, and your final score going to be 14-2. What are your takeaways from this if you're the Flames?
Business-like mentality. You came in here, you knew this game technically didn't count as it's not an ACHA opponent, but it does count because it's on your schedule. And you took care of business, you beat a team that you were supposed to beat. Great teams beat good teams. This team wants to be great, and they beat a good team in Lipscomb, and they took care of business.
And now we're going to take the time to get you your Hardy's star of the game. And that star of the game going to be no other than number 25, Brandon Smith, with 2 goals on the evening.
Yeah, you know what? They could have gone to a lot of guys tonight, but I think Brandon Smith earned it, did a lot of the hard work out in front of net, and followed up his shots and did a lot of great work, and he's deserving of it. Hardy star of the game, Brandon Smith.
And also had an assist on the evening, so
That's
great
correct.
game by Brandon Smith. 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points for Smith, as he certainly one of the many players who played well today for the Flames. As you mentioned, that could have gone to many players out there on the ice, as quite a few different scores for the Flames. As now we're going to get the Carter Bank and Trust play of the game for you. This one, a beautiful pass by Matthew Graham, and Keegan Spores there to knock it in.
Yeah, Matthew Graham just threading the needle between 2 defenders from Lipscomb, and then sitting in front of the net was Keegan Spores, and he just tucks it home, does his job again. Business-like mentality. Come to work with your lunch bag in one hand and your hockey stick in the other and get the job done, and the Flames did just that.
And they're going to get the off week, as you mentioned, as we get a look here at some of the highlights throughout the game. Bye week next week, so can't go with your head in the clouds, obviously, into the bye week. Got to be business-like mentality, as you said.
Yeah, put in the work in practice. Come back in 2 weeks from now. You got more games at the LIC. Take care of business at home. Protect your home barn and play your brand of hockey. Liberty rolls through this weekend. Nothing but good things ahead of them.
No shortage of goals in this one. Flames win 14-2. Thanks to all our crew. We'll see you next time here on LFSN.